You don't build muscle in the gym, you only start the signal there. The real transformation happens later, while you're at work, on your phone, or deep asleep. That's where your body decides, stay the same, or grow stronger. When you lift a weight, your brain fires electrical signals through motor neurons, recruiting muscle fibers to contract. As the load gets heavier, your body shifts into high gear and activates fast-twitch fibers, the ones responsible for size and strength. But the real trigger isn't just lifting. It's mechanical tension, especially during slow, controlled lowering phases. Under that stress, muscle fibers sense deformation at a cellular level and activate growth pathways like mTOR, the master switch for muscle protein synthesis. That's when your body starts building thicker, stronger fibers. And here's what modern exercise science has made clear: muscle growth is driven by tension, not destruction. You don't need extreme soreness or muscle damage to grow. In fact, soreness is mostly inflammation and repair, not growth itself. If soreness built muscle, endurance athletes would have massive physiques. But they don't. Because fatigue isn't the same as hypertrophy. Tension is. Now here's where most people lose progress without realizing it. Muscle protein synthesis, the actual building process, rises after training, peaks around 24 hours, and returns close to baseline within 48 hours. That means your growth window is short. After that, your body shifts from building mode into maintenance. So if you train a muscle once per week, you're only getting about 2 real growth days. Train it twice per week, and you double the time your body stays in a muscle-building state, without adding more total effort. That alone changes everything. Now let's talk about the most wasted part of every rep, the lowering phase. Your muscles are actually stronger when resisting weight than lifting it, handling up to 30 to 40% more force during the eccentric phase. That means the slow descent is where the highest tension happens. But most people rush it. They drop the weight, bounce out, and call it a rep, missing the exact phase that drives the most growth. Slow it down. 3 seconds down on every rep, controlled. Intentional. That single adjustment increases time under tension and forces your muscles to adapt faster. But even perfect training can be undone outside the gym. One poor night of sleep can reduce muscle protein synthesis by nearly 20%. Not a week, just one night. Repeated short sleep can also drop testosterone by 10 to 15%, a shift comparable to years of aging in a short period. In controlled studies, 2 groups followed identical diets and calorie plans. The only difference was sleep. The well-rested group preserved more muscle and lost more fat. The sleep-deprived group lost more muscle, even with the same nutrition and training. Same effort. Completely different outcome. Sleep is where growth is finalized. During deep sleep, growth hormone rises, cortisol drops, and your nervous system shifts into full recovery mode. If you're not sleeping enough, you're not completing the adaptation process. Then comes fuel. Your body can only build muscle if it has enough amino acids, especially leucine, to trigger protein synthesis. Think of training as sending the construction order, and protein as delivering the materials. No materials, no building. And here's another hidden problem: most people miscalculate their intake by 30 to 50%. That means the perfect diet you think you're following is often not accurate enough to support real growth. Even worse, your body adapts over time. What worked for your calories and macros 3 months ago may no longer match your current metabolism. If you don't adjust, progress slows without you noticing. Now bring it back to training. Progressive overload is non-negotiable. Your muscles don't respond to repetition, they respond to increasing demand. That can come from more weight, harder variations, slower tempo, or better control. If your workouts feel the same every week, your body has already adapted. And here's the timing mistake most people don't realize. Soreness often peaks around day 2, but muscle growth is mostly completed within 48 hours. So by the time you feel your worst soreness, the main growth phase is already over. Waiting until you feel recovered can actually slow progress. The real formula is simple but powerful. Train with tension. Control every rep, especially the lowering phase. Hit each muscle at least twice per week. Eat enough protein consistently. Sleep at least 7 hours. Then repeat in progress. Because muscle doesn't grow from pain. It grows from signal, fuel, recovery, and repetition. That's the science most people never apply, and the reason most people never change.